Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to share with you some things that you must have for your first place. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. A couple of weeks ago, I posted a video on 5 different things that you should have to have a healthy home or apartment, wherever you're living. So I will have that video linked down below if you want to see more. And this video is more so a broader range of things that after living alone for nearly 3.5 years, being in my first place, are things that I realized are super important, and that if you are moving out to your first apartment, always have on hand, because you never really know when you would need them, versus being like, oh no, I wish I had that, or I wish I knew that sooner. And I've definitely used all of these things so much to where obviously you need furniture and food, but these things are so important to just be self-sustaining and to be able to do things on your own. And I've definitely learned how to do things on my own, how to fix things on my own. Something that I got my freshman year from my roommate and turned BFF's mom was this little sewing kit. It's been through a lot. I got it freshman year of college, which was fall 2013. So not too much string left. I actually want to get like a little set, just like more strings and threads, because I have used it a lot. And it comes with little needles, the little push pin, the little scissors, as everything that you need to sew. Obviously it's not like a sewing machine. I'm not gonna make garments with this little pouch, but it's gotten me through a ton of holes, a ton of different things. And even Austin, he has a lot of Lululemon workout shorts, and from having his key in his pocket, sometimes it's left a little hole, so I've been able to sew that up. Not beautifully, because I'm not great at it, but it gets the job done. That's what matters. This I just picked up from my mom. It's just black thread with a needle, because you should always fix and repair things before replacing them. And these shorts I love, and I wear them all the time. I snagged the top string part that goes over the waistband part, so I'm just gonna fix it up myself, because why replace them? They're perfectly good shorts. There's another dress that I have that has a little hole on the bottom, just sewed it up. So it's always easier and cheaper to just fix it up and mend whatever the issue is. Obviously, if it's a big tear going across something, definitely use that for something else. If it's a t-shirt that has a massive tear or stain, cut it up yourself, and you can use it as like a washcloth or a rag just to have, and instead of tossing it, just fix it up yourself. And if you don't know how to do it, watch a YouTube video. You're on YouTube right now, there's a video for absolutely everything. When it comes to living on your own, YouTube will be your best friend. So definitely pick up one of these. I'm not sure where I got this pouch from, but every time a shirt or whatever comes with an extra button, an extra pin, whatever it may be, keep all of those together, keep them all in one space, so then if you do lose a button or something does come undone, you're not digging through your closet, you're not digging through drawers, then saying like, where might I have put this? But I put this with my pens, like where is it? Keep everything together. So this is my like bonus button zipper thing, and I keep them right together with my little sewing kit. On top of a good little sewing kit, also have a good little medical kit, because you never know when you're gonna give yourself a really bad nick on the knee from shaving your legs, or you really need an Advil because you might be a little hungover. And instead of not having anything until you need it and being like, oh man, don't have Band-Aids, gotta run to CVS with my knee that's gushing blood, just have everything already prepared. So I don't exactly have a medical kit with me. I didn't really get one, but I'll have one linked down below, because to have it in a kit all together saves you a lot of time and energy. But what I have is this box. I used to work on the Lady Gang TV show, so they gave us one of the lady boxes, and I've kept the box because it's really good quality. If you do like FabFitFun, like you can use one of those boxes too. And in here, I have so much stuff. I have Benadryl, which is very good because you never know when your face is gonna puff up from an allergic reaction that you don't know what it was to. I have the calamine lotion, like if you get mosquito bites, just throw that stuff on there all night. Just different size Band-Aids, Dayquil, NyQuil, and it doesn't have to be brand name stuff. A lot of my stuff is the CVS brand just because it's a little bit cheaper, as well as some cough drops, also a little wrap in case you need it. I happen to get bursitis like all the time, so I use it a lot, as well as a thermometer. This one I got probably in like April on Amazon. It took a month to come, and this is all that was available, was this little guy. You stick it in your tongue and it only reads Celsius. Had I known, and had I been proactive and just had a little medical kit beforehand, I would have gotten a better one that I didn't have to wait forever for. But it does the job. Just having a medical kit, also really good to have in your medical kit, hydrogen peroxide and rubbing alcohol. The rubbing alcohol I also use, I think I had little neems on my plants, so just put that with some water and some dish soap, it'll kill them off. So just super like good, like multi-purpose things to have in your medicine cabinet next to the Advil, the Tylenol, the NyQuil. You never really know what you'll need. So just to have it all together in one spot to keep it all together as well is really good, because then you know exactly where to reach for it. You're not digging around for it, and you know what you have, and you never know what's gonna come up, but at least you know no matter what happens, at least I got my medical kit. Another kit to always have on handy when you have your first place is a toolkit. So mine has a bunch of stuff my dad would just like give me. He's like, oh, and here in case you need another hammer. I'm also super happy that I had this toolkit, and again, watch a couple YouTube videos if you need to, but to be able to be like, yeah, I can do it. I don't need a man to hang up my mirrors. It gives you a lot of empowerment, and it also adds to like living alone. Like you learn a lot and you figure out like, yes, you can do it. I don't need to call my dad every time I have an issue or need to hang something. Like I'm able to do it on my own and figure it out. And I'm a fantastic handyman. I actually think I might be a better handyman than a lot of dudes. That's the most important thing about like living alone, is like you really gives you the opportunity to figure it out. Even if you do have roommates, just to be able to have that independence. So if anything like does ever happen, I got this. I don't know what I'd be doing. In your basic toolkit, again, my dad gave me a lot more than I probably need, but have your hammer. These came in handy just living on my own. I never really knew like, oh, I wanna hang mirrors or hang this photo. To have this little kit, so it has different size nails and hooks, and they're all like brass, which I think looks really nice. Also have like a weird amount of pliers, like a lot of pliers. I think you only need a few. I'll definitely have some toolkits that have everything that you need linked down below. This was literally just a bag of stuff that my dad was like, threw half of the garage into and was like, here you go. Tape measure if you want to hang things, screwdriver, just all the basic stuff is what you really need. I mean, you can always add to it. A box cutter, nuts, bolts, different screws, like a flathead screw is really important, because especially like when you're closing up something with like a battery compartment, a flathead screw is usually more useful for that, but also just the tiny head one and bigger ones. And I have a full drill. And then in here, every time I've gotten batteries for something, I just keep them in here. So again, similar to my little button bag, to have all your batteries in one place. If you're like, oh, I actually need a AA, you at least know where to go and where to grab them from. And then also putty. So I have a little bit of putty, because sometimes you might hang something up and realize that's not where you want to hang it. So to have putty just to like fill up the holes, pretend like it never existed, and get your security deposit back. Slightly related to a toolkit, but a good flashlight. You never know when the power is gonna go out, so to have a flashlight, I keep this one in my nightstand next to my bed, because it just seems like the most logical place. It's in a drawer, it's hidden, I know where it is, and if I'm in bed and I go to turn on my lamp and I realize that there's no power, then at least it's right next to me and I don't have to like go through my apartment to get to my toolkit to get my flashlight. Jumping out of the 3 kits that you should have and into the kitchen, a good set of knives. So I had one little set of knives that got pretty dull and just did not work too well. I'm on my second full set and they work a little bit better, but again, they're still not the highest quality. But getting good knives, this one I was actually gifted from Meeson, and it's absolutely amazing. I use this knife for absolutely everything, and they do have more knives, so when I move, I am going to get more. Austin also has a really good like knife block with different knives in it, and I've gone through, I'm on my second set of cheaper knives. They get the job done, but if you're gonna be cooking a lot like how I am, and if you just want to like get the most out of your knives, definitely spend a little bit more on the nicer knife set like how he has, because for me, like again, I'm on my second one. That's 2 times that I've had to pay for a set of knives when I could have just spent more the first time and wouldn't have had to buy new ones halfway through. So to just invest in good knives, even just a few good knives, like you really need this one. Fantastic for vegetables, maybe a serrated one for like meats, and then like a bread one. Good knives, invest in them. Don't cheapen out thinking that, oh, like they're cheaper, it's totally fine. They're cheaper, they will be cheaper. So just keep that in mind when buying something like a knife set. And also in the kitchen, I have a lot of different kitchen tools that I love. I have my Instant Pot, I have my food processor, I have my NutriBullet. But the one thing that I use the most is my toaster oven. You can toast things, you can bake things like it's an oven without turning on the big oven and just heating up your place, or it just takes so much longer to heat up the big oven instead of the toaster oven. You can broil in it, so if you're just making some pieces of salmon, it's easier to put that little piece of salmon in your toaster oven than it is in the big oven and just have more mess to clean up and a bigger pan to clean up. My toaster oven is my favorite thing. It's a little dirty, but my toaster oven, amazing. It does it all. And then you don't need a toaster, because then that's all that does is toast. Why just toast when you can toast your oven? I'll have the one that I have linked down below. It's pretty small. My mom has a bigger one, which makes sense because when I'm home, like, we're cooking more salmon in it. We're just making more food. So depending on how much you're gonna make in there, or if you're living with somebody else, you can definitely get a bigger one. Mine is the perfect size for myself, even for myself and Austin. I'll make a few pieces of fish in it. Perfect size. Something you also absolutely need when you move is a water filter. Filter your water. Even if you live in a place with the cleanest, purest water, just definitely filter it. Get any other hard minerals, anything out, especially if it's an older building like mine is. Even if the water's super clean, it's going through older pipes. So just to get all that hardness and all just those extra hard minerals and all those metals that I don't need, get it out. Put it into a water filter. So I have the Brita. I keep mine on the counter because I do love room temp water. I also have, in one of my latest eco-friendly product review videos, a link to the Brita filter that is absolutely reusable, which is also fantastic. And then Austin has a Brita filter that I think is really cool because mine has the tank that you fill up and then you have to wait for it to filter through before you can drink from it. He has one of the newer ones where it's a longer dude, and you fill it up and then the filter is actually at the spout, it's at the bottom. So it doesn't filter the water until you turn on the spout and it goes through the filter to come out, which I think is great because it does save a lot of time. Whereas I'm like filling up my water thing and then waiting for it to just drip down. So I think that one's really cool. I'll have that one linked down below, but I also have mine linked down below. I will also have mine linked down below. And I think when we move, while he does have his, it's in the refrigerator, it's always cold. So I'm still gonna keep mine for my room temp stuff. This is my water and nobody can touch it. Another thing that's kind of kitchen related, because I keep it under the kitchen sink, are cleaning supplies. So over the years, I've bought new cleaning supplies, I've tried different things, and it's slowly become a very sustainable area for me. And I have an entire video on eco-friendly, sustainable cleaning things that I do. Just getting good cleaning supplies from the start will save you on buying toxic things, on spending money on new bottles all the time, will save you from buying different plastic bottles all the time. It'll just save you a lot of time and money to be like, okay, I'm moving. Obviously, I'm gonna need cleaning supplies. I'm going to invest in good, sustainable, plastic-free, reusable, clean, non-toxic cleaning supplies from the start, different microfiber cloths so I don't have to buy a ton of paper towels. Just investing in it early and getting what you need early instead of taking the time of like learning over the next few years. From 3.5 years ago to now, my cleaning routine is much different. And again, it's much cleaner, it's non-toxic, it's plastic free, it's really, really good. So take this time now to watch all of that and to learn more and to do your research and to make those purchases to save you in the long term and to make good, clean, sustainable decisions now. Related to cleaning supplies, also have a laundry drying rack. So this I love for multiple reasons. One of them being that at my apartment, you have to pay to do laundry, whereas at Austin's you don't, and one day I won't have to. But either way, that's great because if you do have to pay to use the dryer, then you don't have to dry as much or dry anything. You're also saving energy, you're saving the environment, you're also saving your clothes because the more you throw them in the dryer, especially if it's on a higher heat, they'll well break down and they might not last as long. So it's also really good for your clothes and just the longevity of your clothes. So I absolutely love my drying rack. They're super cheap, and now Austin has one, which is also good because 2 laundry racks will be very, very good. So super important to have something super easy. It folds right on up and you can just keep it tucked away in your closet or next to your washing machine when you're not using it. Now, something that's still kind of related to cleaning and will also save you money in the long run is a bidet. So I have the Tushy bidet. I have the lower end one. You can upgrade to one that hooks up to your sink so you can have warm water. My sink and toilet are in different areas, so that would be kind of weird. Eco-friendly, you're not using as much toilet paper, and also very good when there's a pandemic and toilet paper is the cure. I cannot show it to you because it's attached to my toilet currently, but related to that, toolkit will come in handy, and you will feel fantastic when you realize that you can also be a plumber on your own. Something else that you need to clean your first place is a vacuum. So I'm actually gonna be upgrading my vacuum. All I asked for my birthday is a new vacuum, but I haven't gotten it yet because one, I need to do more research. Two, depending on where we move, if there's an outlet in the vacuum storage area, I wanna get one of the like plug-in, skinny, tall, standing-ish ones, but I don't know where I'm moving and I don't know if there's an outlet, so I might just get like the regular floor vacuum. Again, doing more research, because my old one, have had it since my freshman year of college, and it sucks in not the good way. But a good vacuum is so important. I also think for the next one I get, it will be for pet hair, not because I have a pet or we're gonna get a pet anytime soon, but because I am a pet. I am a Bernese Mountain Dog. But something that has really helped, especially since my other vacuum isn't great, and this is perfect for when I'm at work and I'm like, oh, I really need to clean my floor, or I have so much hair but I don't feel like being on the floor picking it all up, is my Roomba. I absolutely love my Roomba. It's gold, which looks really cute. Plugs itself in. The only thing is sometimes she gets caught underneath my TV like media area because there's so many cables. So in the morning before I leave for work, for wherever I'm going, I will put a little nightstand that's on one side of my bed in front of that, so then she can't get around it. And yes, she is a she. So once I do that, go to work, and then before I come home, like an hour or so before, hit go, she does her thing, and I come back and my floors are clean and there's no more dog hair everywhere. Well, there you have it. On top of a bed and food, those are things that you must have when moving into your first place, whether it's with roommates or alone. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think you should have for your first place, as well as what else you want to see here on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.